Hey guys, this is Varun Rai and today we are going to talk about Amazon Rekognition and Google Cloud Vision. Which is better and which one should you go for? Stay tuned. So I did quite a lot of research in figuring out which is better and which one should I go for, Amazon Rekognition or Google Cloud Vision. And I couldn't find much information online, so I thought of creating a video to help you guys so that you don't have to go through the same struggle that I did. Coming back to the main point, Amazon Rekognition or Google Cloud Vision. Well, I would say that both Google and Amazon have been doing great work. They're coming out with amazing features. They're highly competitive. If one comes out with a feature, the other one hits back, covering up really fast. So this makes it very difficult for you to actually make a decision that which one should you go for. Well, I would suggest that both Amazon and Google have their own pros and cons, strengths and weaknesses. So it highly depends on the nature of your project to determine that which one is better for you. Moving ahead, I'll be covering a few use cases and comparing both the APIs and help you understand that which API is better for a particular scenario. And based on that, it'll become very easy for you to make the right decision and decide which API matches best with your needs. So the first use case that we are going to discuss today is text digitization. The ability to detect text in images is very useful in a lot of scenarios, but especially in case of transforming scanned images into text documents. So Google Cloud Vision OCR worked really well compared to Amazon Rekognition, especially while detecting handwriting as well. So I'm sure there'll be few glitches when it comes to detecting a doctor's handwriting, but the best part about this, about Google Cloud Vision, is that you can customize your own models and train them for a specific scenario on top of the core inbuilt feature and make it even more robust. So you can put in doctor's prescriptions in a customized model and train that model on top of the existing models that Google already provide and make it even more robust. So in this scenario, I'll definitely recommend you go for Google Cloud Vision OCR. So the next use case that we are going to cover today is brand research. When it comes to brand research, we require both sentiment analysis as well as logo detection. So Google Cloud Vision came up with a separate logo detection API, whereas Amazon Rekognition takes this up as part of its native object detection API. We used both the APIs to test a Starbucks logo, and we figured out that both the APIs did a great job in detecting that it is a logo of a brand, it is a banner ad. But Google Cloud Vision went a step ahead and could actually tell the name of the brand. So Google Cloud Vision logo detection API could tell us that this is a Starbucks logo. So over here, I would recommend you go with Google Cloud Vision logo detection API if you have to do anything related to brand research. So the next scenario is in-store sentiment analysis. So real-time marketing and customer support can take a big leap if we could detect the emotions and opinions of a customer who's inside a store real time. So Amazon Rekognition does a really good job in sentiment analysis through the facial expressions of a user. Amazon claims to use the same technology in the Amazon Go stores, and it won't be surprising if you enter the store with a sad face and you might end up with a free cupcake in your hand. The next scenario is if you want to build a product related to security and surveillance industry. So in this case, you need to be very precise with facial recognition, facial comparison, and facial tracking. Google Cloud Vision does pretty well with facial detection, but Amazon knocks out Google because it's very, very precise and accurate when it comes to facial comparison as well as facial tracking. So, for example, if you take a frame in which a person is standing on the left side of the frame and the camera is angled at one end, then and you compare it with another frame in which the person is at another position and the camera is angled in the opposite direction. So in such extreme cases as well, Amazon Rekognition could very precisely and accurately detect that it's the same person. So the next use case that we are going to cover is robotics. I'm sure this is one of the favorite use case for almost everyone who's watching the video. So enabling robots to understand their environment is a really tough challenge and requires very precise object detection. So in that case, I would strongly recommend using Google Cloud Vision API. But in case if you want the robots to identify humans and respond back to their emotions, then this would require facial recognition and expression analysis. And in this scenario, I would strongly recommend going for Amazon Rekognition. So it will be a mix of both Amazon Rekognition and Google Cloud Vision, entirely dependent on your requirements and what you want the robot to do. So in case you want the robot to read through text, then you can use the Google OCR API. If you want the robot to respond back through speech, you can use the Google Speech API as well. So it's a mix of both Google Cloud Vision API and Amazon Rekognition API based on your requirements. Another advice is to look at the core competencies of these companies and try and figure out which one aligns with your use case. For example, if you want to build a product related to photo recommendations, augmented reality, so that will require object detection. So look at Google, that it has been working on Google Images since more than a decade now. Google Lens is a great product that uses its object detection API. Try and play around with the product and you'll get to know how precise the APIs are. So if you remember clicking on the checkbox that says I'm not a robot, so Google gives you few images to identify. So all that information goes into training the models. So we have been helping Google train the ML and AI models since more than a decade now. So this is Google's strength. Again, Amazon is in retail, e-commerce. It has started its own grocery store in States, Amazon Go. So they've been using facial detection, facial tracking, facial recognition. So that is Amazon's strength. So we have to look at the strengths and weaknesses, and based on that, decide which of them aligns with our requirements. Thanks for watching the video. And in case you have any questions or you want to talk about the project you are working on, then please feel free to go down to the comment section and type, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel, and hope to see you again in another video.